It's great to have you back on the City Show, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
We're very accustomed to campuses all across the country having end-of-the-year celebrations, whether they're impromptu or they are sponsored. But NC State has started a new tradition that begins the year that celebrates everything NC State. Tell us about it.
Sure. Packapalooza is a new tradition at NC State. It really spun out of their 125th anniversary, where they had Packapalooza for the first time on Hillsborough Street to celebrate the university's anniversary. Now it's in its third year, and they've morphed it into a welcome event. It's the conclusion of their welcome week, welcoming students back, welcoming freshmen to the campus, and made it a community event that shows off everything that the university is doing, highlights the street, highlights the merchants, engages the whole community, and it's become a new but wonderful tradition, and of course a lot of fun.
And it's August 23rd.
Yep.
It's the entire day.
It's Saturday, August 23rd. The street's closed all day. The festivities technically start at 2 p.m. and go till 10 p.m. But people are out there as they're setting up early in the morning, and by noon it's a bustling, fun time.
You're going to be having a lot of fun. When we say that it's a celebration of all things NC State, it's not an overstatement there. It involves not only the students and faculty, but the alumni, the businesses and merchants along Hillsborough Street, the residential community. How did all of that come together? I know that that's not a natural phenomenon.
Sure. There's been times over the years where Hillsborough Street has been more of a divided area. This is an example of where all the stakeholders are coming together, putting their best foot forward, and participating together, so that whether it's students, faculty and staff and their families, alumni returning to participate and have fun and a great day, see their alma mater again, merchants out on the street promoting their business, making new relationships with customers, the local residents coming, bringing their families and kids. It's really a day for everybody. Of course, it's free and family fun. There's everything from snow cones and rides to music and concerts, and of course examples of the research and the programming that the university is known for. So it's really a blend of all things that you can find on the street and in Hillsborough Street community.
And it's really not just beer and bands, it's very interactive.
Sure. We talked to all of the participants about being fun, engaging, interactive. There's hundreds of vendors. That's student groups, departments, community organizations, and everybody's out there doing something, making it fun, learning something, giving people things to do that they can enjoy and have a great day. So it's everything you think about in a street festival, but then adding the sort of education and community building to it as well. So in the green zone, there's energy efficient cars that are being developed at the university, but they're cool to look at. And
you've also got Mustangs,
right? And the North Carolina Mustang Club,
something for everybody, right?
Is out there showing off their vehicles. So who doesn't love classic cars? Of course, there's the Wolfpack Zone, which is all things NC State, from the alumni clubs to the sports teams to the coaches and players, and so that brings the pack pride together on the street. So it's a little bit of everything.
We all know that Hillsborough Street has some massively good restaurants, but you're pumping up the food even from that, right?
Sure. There's no street festival in the country that doesn't have a whole range of food options, and so we've got plenty of that. We've got food on the go, pizza, subs, that kind of thing, to great restaurants, classic places like Mitch's Tavern and McDade's Irish Pub, to smoothies and things that you would want to get at a street festival. We don't really bring in a lot of outside food vendors. We want you to come and see the restaurants that we have there, the wide array of cuisines that are on the street, from sports bars to Indian restaurants, and you can make the most of it.
You've got some really very good bands that will be offering music from 2 to 10. And at any other university I know of in the country, if you said, well, we've got a member of the student body that's going to be headlining, it would be really. But America's not only favorite American Idol, but certainly favorite crooning Wolfpacker, Scotty McCreery, is teaming up with you.
Yep, he's the headliner. Very, very lucky, fortunate to have him being the headliner performance for the evening from 8 till 10 o'clock at the main stage at the Bell Tower. Free concert, open to the public. We really want to say thank you to him for making this possible, really taking the event to a new level, having a performance of that caliber. People from all over Raleigh are invited to that. The event's open to the public all day, but there's 3 stages. There's the main stage, which will have music all day long at the Bell Tower. There's a performance stage, is in sort of the middle of the event, that'll have local, smaller performance groups, students groups, neighborhood groups, and then a 3rd stage on the western side that's the Art to Wear show, the university's fashion show. We'll be putting on a fashion show on that stage, as well as some other awesome performances. So really there's a little bit for everybody in terms of entertainment.
The fashion show really should be great because the College of Textiles and the College of Design really do fabulous things with fashion.
Right, it's in the 12th or 13th year, the Art to Wear fashion show is. It's got thousands of people attend it each year, and so to add that to this event as an opportunity to see that on a broader scale is a great addition. Plus, it helps connect with the retail component of our street,
sure.
And it shows off the really creative element of the students. So it's a really fun day, whether your kids are riding on rides and water attractions, to learning about some of the science that's going on the street, or the service zone, how to contribute to the community. There's just it's bustling with all kinds of fun things, and so it's really not your typical street festival.
No, it's
so much
really
more.
not. One thing that I have been so impressed with NC State is the students, is their commitment to community service. And you've got Service Raleigh and all, they're going to be part of this.
Yep, there's a service zone. Certainly the Greek organizations are part of that. There's a canned food drive, so you're invited to bring canned food and collect it. It'll be collected at the event. All kinds of service organizations will be there, from Jimmy V to the KAL Foundation, ways to get engaged and to participate in the community. So it's civic, and so this is an example of the town-gown relationship where it comes together and it create a win-win for the entire community, and that's not just Hillsborough Street, but all of Raleigh.
No, it's very positive. And also I think it was a great idea to have the parade of flags to show just what an international university NC State is.
Sure. There's an international zone. There's a parade of flags that represents all the countries that students come from, and where NC State alums are working, living. Is really global at this point. The street's global in the sense that there's restaurants from all over the world on our street, and the student population, the faculty population is global at this point. And frankly, one of the great contributions NC State makes to our state is the economic development component that's really got a global reach at this point. And so those messages are all tied together and illustrated it throughout the day in a fun way.
And the bell tower is going to do what about 10 o'clock?
So at the very end of the concert, first of all, the chancellor and the football coach will come out and play a song with Scotty, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And when they're done, the bell tower turns red, which is not something you get to see actually happen. You can drive by and see it red, but actually seeing it become red is very unique. You have to be at the right place at the right time. And so that's a unique moment and a fun time. So when it's surrounded by students and Wolfpack fans and just Raleigh residents celebrating what is part of our identity as a city.
Yeah, we're fortunate enough to have the largest university in North Carolina making its home here in Raleigh on August 23rd. We're going to celebrate all things NC State at Packapalooza, so come party with the Pack, right?
Exactly. And
how do we stay up to the minute on Packapalooza?
Sure, packapalooza.ncstate.edu. They've got a great web page. There's a map of all of the events and zones and the itinerary, so that you can find out anything. They also have a web app that has a guide to all the activities and events and vendors for the day, and so you can find out all that good stuff online. I just want to thank the university for putting it on. It's a great community builder. It benefits the entire street, and it's going to be a great day and a fun time for everybody that attends.
Jeff Murison, thanks for telling us about what to look forward to on August 23rd with Packapalooza. Come party with the Pack.